is Whisper Sister, and this is a rune reading for WolfGirlWhispers. I'm very sorry that this has taken as long as it has, and I hope that it'll still be relevant for you. I'm going to kind of keep in mind the issue that you mentioned, but I'm also going to just kind of do a general reading, I guess, in case things have changed or whatever. I'm just going to try and let the runestones kind of reveal whatever is most useful for you. I hope that they will be helpful in some way. Okay, so that's your overview. This is your challenge. And then your action called for. Okay. Alright, so your first rune is a reversed rune. And it is the rune of signals, called Anzus. So I'm going to read the reversed interpretation and the upright interpretation. A reversed rune typically means, sort of shows you where the energy of this rune is being blocked, or what's standing in the way of sort of a more unimpeded expression of this rune. Alright, so reversed it says, you may be concerned over what appears to be failed communication, lack of clarity or awareness either in your past history or in a present situation. You may feel inhibited from accepting what is offered. A sense of futility, of wasted motion, may overwhelm you. Remember, however, that what is happening is timely to your process. If the well is clogged, this is the moment for cleansing out the old. Reversed, Anzus is saying, consider the uses of adversity. Okay, and then the flip side of that. So this is kind of like what is available to you, but currently being blocked, if that makes any sense. The keynote here is receiving messages, signals, and gifts. Even a timely warning may be seen as a gift. The message may be that of a new life unfolding. New lives begin with new connections, surprising linkages that direct you onto new pathways. Take care now to be especially aware during meetings, visits, chance encounters, especially with persons wiser than yourself. When the messenger rune brings sacred knowledge, you are truly blessed. Loki is the ancient trickster from the pantheon of the Norse gods, a mocking shadow of the creator god, as well as the bringer of benefits to humankind. He is a reminder that even scoundrels and arch-thieves can be the bearers of wisdom. When you draw this rune, expect the unexpected. The message is always a call to a new life. Anzus is the first of the 13 runes that make up the cycle of initiation, runes that focus directly upon the mechanism of self-change, and as such addresses your need to integrate unconscious motive with conscious intent. Drawing Anzus tells you that connection with the divine is at hand. It is a signal to explore the depths, the foundations of life, and to experience the inexhaustible wellspring of the divine in your nature. At the same time, you are reminded that you must first draw from the well to nourish and give to yourself. Then there will be more than enough to nourish others. A new sense of family solidarity invests this rune. cycle before the reaping, the harvest, or deliverance. You have prepared the ground and planted the seed. Now you must cultivate with care. To those whose labor has a long season, a long coming to term, Jera offers encouragement of success. Know that the outcome is in the keeping of Providence, and continue to persevere. Remember the old story about the farmer who was so eager to assist his crops that he went out at night and tugged on the new shoots. There is no way to push the river. Equally, you cannot hasten the harvest. Be mindful that patience is essential for the recognition of your own process, which in its season leads to the harvest of the self. Okay, so it sounds like your challenge right now is patience. As is mine. Alrighty, and then your action called for is Uruz, which is the rune of strength. And it's reversed as well, so I'm going to read both. Okay. Without ears to hear and eyes to see, you may fail to take advantage of the moment. The result could well be an opportunity missed, or the weakening of your position. It may seem that your own strength is being used against you. For some, Uruz reversed will serve to alert, offering clues in the form of minor failures and disappointments. For others, those more deeply unconscious or unaware, it may provide a hard jolt. Reversed, this rune calls for serious thought about the quality of your relationship to yourself. But take heart, consider the constant cycling of death and rebirth, the endless going and return. Everything we experience has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and is followed by a new beginning. Therefore, do not draw back from the passage into darkness. When in deep water, become a diver. I love that saying. So, don't be afraid if there's something going on right now that's just like uncomfortable or challenging. I think this is saying don't run away from it, because you probably have a lot to learn from it, and even the things that can be painful and really uncomfortable, if you stick with them instead of running from them, they can teach you a lot. So that's the reversed interpretation. Now I'll read the upright. So this is the other side of the same. Sorry, I'm at a loss for words. I'm just going to read it. Okay. The rune of terminations and new beginnings. Drawing Uruz indicates that the life you have been living has outgrown its form. That form must die so that new energy can be released in a new form. This is a rune of passage, and as such, part of the cycle of initiation. Positive growth and change, however, may involve a descent into darkness as part of the cycle of perpetual renewal. As in nature, this process consists of 5 aspects: death, decay, fertilization, gestation, and rebirth. Events occurring now may well prompt you to undergo a death within yourself. Since self-change is never coerced, we are always free to resist. Remain mindful that the new life is always greater than the old. Prepare then for opportunity disguised as loss. It could involve the loss of someone or something to which you have an intense emotional bond, and through which you are now living a part of your life. A part that must now be retrieved so that you can live it out for yourself. In some way, that bond is being severed, a relationship radically changed, a way of life coming to an end. Seek among the ashes and discover a new perspective and a new strength. The ancient symbol for Uruz was the oryx, a wild ox. When the wild ox was domesticated, an immensely difficult task, it could transport heavy loads. Learn to adapt yourself to the demands of such a creative time. Firm principles attached to this rune. At the same time, humility is called for, since in order to rule, you must learn how to serve. Uruz puts you on notice that your soul and the universe support the new growth. Okay, so it seems to me mentioned kind of feeling depressed and having issues with friendships, so that kind of fits in with this. And I know that, for me personally, when things get overwhelming and there's things going on that I don't feel I either am able or willing to face, that for me is often when I will retreat into a depression, because it's just so overwhelming, and it's easier, I guess, in some ways. It seems silly because depression is not easy, but it's more familiar and therefore easier than really facing the unknown and the uncertainty of whatever is going on at the time. So that might be kind of something to consider. I don't know. Having reversed runes can sometimes kind of be indicative of resistance. That's kind of where the reversal can come from. So, it might be that you're experiencing a lot of change and you're resisting it and trying to hold on to the way things have been. And that can often cause, for me, that actually is what causes depression. That's what causes suffering and discomfort, is trying to fight against the natural flow of things and, wanting things to be other than they are. So I guess I would say, if that rings true for you at all, I would say that, in my experience over the last little while, every time I've tried to fight reality, I've lost. Acceptance is a very, very powerful, tool. And often the thing that you're most afraid of, the thing that you are fighting against the hardest, is exactly what you need.